What's going on, everyone? So, no, Luka Doncic isn't going anywhere. A lot of talk, a lot of conversation, obviously, because he is going to be contract extension eligible. And there's talks about, is Luka going to stick around, right? Is he going to leave? Is he leaving the Lakers, right? LeBron even said, like, hey, it's not my job to convince him to sign a contract extension or not, right? Tim Liger was talking about, like, oh, we shouldn't expect it, just... You hear this every year. Every year it's the same thing, right? LeBron's leaving, or LeBron's retiring, or LeBron's doing that, or LeBron's doing that, and then now it's Luka, right? Oh, Luka's leaving, Luka's there. Like, no, he's not leaving, right? Is it possible? Sure, right? So, of course, these people are, going to run with it, because why not? It is something that could theoretically happen. So, therefore, why not talk about it? Okay, fine, right? I explore things all the time. I've made videos about stuff that I'm like, hey, this is super unlikely, but let's talk about it, right? Sure. But I also think we need to be honest in that same conversation. Like, usually when I'm talking about that stuff, I'm like, hey, just to let you know, I think this is extremely unlikely, so on and so forth. And then, but hey, let's talk about it, right? Come right from the jump, like, hey, this is what I'm pretty sure is going to happen or not going to happen, but let's explore some fun conversations, right? If some of these talking heads want to explore the possibility of Luka leaving, fine, but be real, right? Like, Luka, the Lakers, you don't think the Lakers did their due diligence. You don't think that they talked to Luka. You don't think they've had these conversations with Luka. Like Luka said, I wasn't thinking about the contract extension. I'm not thinking about anything. The fans are super great. Like, I love it here type thing, right? Like, he's not leaving right now. Now, look, could he leave eventually? Sure. But he's not going to leave right after the Lakers traded him, right? This is a great opportunity for him. He's going to have LeBron. There's a lot for him here currently. Go to LA, you win a championship. He's probably the face of the league at that point, right? Like, there's so much potential for now and the future and success to him. What'll probably happen is he's probably going to sign a 3-year extension, because then what will happen is that will make him eligible for his 10 years. And then once he gets that, then he gets a certain percentage increase. So he'll be able to kind of recoup a lot of the money that he's going to lose, because he's not going to get a supermax contract, right? The argument that people are trying to make is like, he can essentially get the same money anywhere. And yes, he could technically get that. But one, there's not a lot of teams that are flushed with cap space. Not a lot of teams that have all this cap space to go and sign a bunch of people, right? Or to sign Luka and then also build a team and all that stuff. I imagine Luka is sticking around, right? There's already reports that have came out from like The Athletic and other things that are like, hey, he's going to sign the extension. It's just when, right? It's a matter of when, not if, right? But here's the thing, though. I do think that if Luka, say, signs that extension, and then 3 years from now, depending on where the Lakers are at and what the Lakers have done, now I think there could be a conversation for that, right? Like, if the Lakers are further and further away from a championship, and he's like, and the Lakers are essentially stuck in purgatory or something, right? Also, what's LeBron done? Where's he at, right? Is he retired? Is he still playing? Like, Luka, I believe, will give an opportunity. He'll be like, hey, here's the chance, right? I'm going to sign this extension. Let's get this extension. And then I will get the most money possible on my next contract to kind of make up for, losing the Supermax money. And Lakers will have that time to kind of really try to win a championship, or hopefully several by then, right? Hopefully we're winning a championship as soon as next season, right? But if the Lakers aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, if they're not holding up their end of the deal, then yeah, absolutely, I could see Luka potentially being like, you know what, get me out of here. Like, like, I'm not sticking around for this type thing, right? Like, so I do think that there is an obligation that the Lakers have. And like, could Luka kind of like use this contract extension to kind of hold the Lakers accountable, kind of keep their, their feet to the fire, so to speak? Sure. Right, you could do something like that, but it's the same thing like LeBron. Every year, LeBron is always leaving. Like, no, I think what will happen is, Lakers are going to gear up. They're going to reload this offseason, right? I think you're going to see several trades. I think you're seeing moves, right? I think they'll at bare minimum get a good foundation and core this year and then gear up for the trade deadline or whatever. And then, a lot of it is going to be just the commitment to basketball from Luka, right? How much can he kind of reshape, reform, rechange his body, right? He's got to get himself together. But you really think the Lakers just traded for Luka, got rid of Anthony Davis, did all these things, and just, have gone all this time without at least having an idea of where Luka's head's at, right? At least having an idea, right? Like, yes, I understand. Like, Luka has no loyalty to the Lakers, right? Because the one team he had loyalty to was Dallas, and they traded him. So he could absolutely leave. And, if he does, he does. There's nothing you can do about it one way or another. To me, it's one of those things I will be surprised at that. Like, I'll believe that when I see it. I think what will ultimately happen is he's going to go in, he's going to sign that extension, he's going to work, grind, extra hard. The best way to, look, okay, here's a better way to put it, right? Luka could go to Denver, win a championship, right? Cool, right? Next season, you say, trade me to Denver. That championship won't be as impactful and as big of a middle finger as it would be winning that championship with the Lakers. And it's not so much that it's the Lakers, right? It's the team that Dallas traded him to. If Dallas traded Luka to Chicago, right? A championship in Chicago is a bigger FU than it is a championship elsewhere where he goes and teams up with another star, whatever, right? Like, him just getting dumped in LA and he now gears up to win in LA would be much more of a like, see, this is why you should never have done that. I could have done this for you, right? You traded me here and now they got that, not you, right? It's a bigger statement. And Luka is competitive, right? What was the big thing that everyone talked about? Like, Luka's taking notes. And you're gonna see a different Luka. Well, here's his chance to prove it. Grind this offseason, work your tail off. If I was him, I would glue myself to LeBron. And what is your workout regime? What do you think? Get me with your trainers, get me with your people. And I'm coming back next season, completely transformed, right? Robotic. Everyone's gonna be like, what? Like, who is that? Like that's Luka, right? Like, that's what I want to see him do. Go in, win a championship with the Lakers, win multiple with the Lakers. And again, that would be more impactful than anything else he could do, than going elsewhere. Right? So anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.